This is Barry's Bay, a small village in the township of Madawaska Valley. 14 years ago, my family relocated to the Ottawa Valley from the town of Ajax to seek a quality of life unparalleled to the one they were living in the city. At a young age, this started my exposure to the municipal world. My parents were both starting new careers in this industry. My mother an educator and administrator in the local school board, and my father was employed by the local municipality. Beginning at the age of 5, I became one of the best volunteers in the township, now being exposed to events, meetings, and celebrations. I worked movie nights, parades, Christmas parties, haunted houses, and hockey tournaments, just to name a few. As I grew up, I became more aware of the big picture and what my contributions really meant. I was an invaluable part of the municipal world. Growing up, conversations around the dinner table involved an analysis of a recent council meeting, of a new initiative that was planned for the area, perhaps a new business that was being developed in the town, or of a capital project that was being undertaken. I began contributing more and more with each year that passed and each new level of education that I attained. It was truly an education beyond the textbook. My passion and involvement didn't stop at home. Being a teenager meant summer jobs and expanding my horizons. I spent time at the municipally run ski hill. I became a swimming instructor and lifeguard at the local beach for the summer swim program. I was an instructor at the municipally run fitness center. Itself was a partnership with the local school board. Giving it full thought, I've been a municipal worker for years. Now entering my sophomore year at the University of Ottawa and a year of post-secondary education behind me, I've been able to reflect on the benefits that I've received growing up in a small town. You see, when we lived in the big city, while municipal services were all around us, it didn't seem that they meant this much to everyone. But living here in Barry's Bay, the township is everything to everybody and is talked about regularly. What roads are being fixed today? What waste sites are open or closed? Why are businesses closing? Why does the water treatment plant smell like that? What is an integrity commissioner? Municipal services play an important role. We just sometimes take them all for granted. Roads get graded or paved for our benefit, and yet we complain about the inconvenience of waiting for traffic. We drink clean and healthy water, and yet we complain about a few cents per liter to enjoy that privilege. We skate hours upon hours upon hours at the local hockey rink for a few dollars per time, never once giving thought to the energy costs required to provide the lights, the ice chilling, and of course the heaters to keep our parents warm. But as young adults, we hear conversations around us about taxes and what am I really paying for? We should all know the municipal services are roads, waste, recreation and culture, drinking water, fire, education, and paramedic services, but they do stretch far beyond that. There are also economic development, urban planning and community development, small business and entrepreneurship assistance, social housing, public health, and long-term care, just to name a few. Essentially, municipal services keep us safe and healthy from the time we are born. I get it. I more than get it. Now a university finance major, I can truly appreciate the value for investment. For about $10 a day, my family travels roads made safe to travel. They're plowed, they're sanded, they're graded, and they're paved. For the same $10, I get to enjoy a library for free. I get to use the local art centers and the museums. I get to launch my boat, I get to fish off the pier, and I get to walk to the waterfront trails. Beyond the tangible things that we see and do, I get to enjoy the fruits of the municipal labor when a new business is opened and celebrated by the local economic development team, or enjoy the banners and flowers that adorn the streets of our communities in the summer. And believe it or not, for that same $10, I also get to enjoy the same quality of life that my parents moved to Barry's Bay to find. One day, it would be my pleasure to bring my education back to a municipality and apply my knowledge to a leadership role. I've run my own business, and I understand the importance of being fiscally minded. As an entrepreneur, funny story, one funded partially by a municipal summer student program, by the way, I can bring another view to the table. While we hear time and time again that municipalities aren't businesses and can't be run like one, there are definitely many takeaways that can be applied. Responsible spending, creative marketing, managing the message to stakeholders, and improvement of the product are just to name a few. The future is changing for municipalities in Ontario. These are uncharted times for students like us. We weren't alive during the Mike Harris days, the Bob Rae days, or the David Peterson governments. We've really only ever known one provincial leader, and now the Ford government is providing a conversation that we are all involved in. We were born during amalgamation, and we certainly don't know what a Rae Day is. While some would consider these challenging times, they can also be exciting. Not in our time have municipalities been the focus of daily news and social media articles. Now more than ever, it's important that our youth, students like me, focus on playing a future role in municipal government and pick up the reins from those that have set the path before us. These roads will still get paved, garbage will still get picked up, and water will still be drinkable. But I look forward to playing a part in ensuring that the quality other pieces remain a focus. These are the libraries, the community centers, the trails, the art centers, and everything in between. Municipal government is important to everybody and should mean something to everyone. It's basic. It's essential. It's a calling. I'm answering that call. My name is Matthew Kelley, and I'm a future Chief Administrative Officer.